Chapter 10. The Different Eyes. Indeed, the rational mammal, mistakenly called the human being, does not possess a defined individuality. Unquestionably, this lack of psychological unity in the humanoid is the cause of so many difficulties and bitterness. The physical body is a complete unit and works as an organic whole unless it is ill. However, the internal life of the humanoid is in no way a psychological unit. The most critical aspect of all of this, in spite of what the diverse pseudo-esoteric and pseudo-occultist schools might say, is the lack of psychological organization in the intimate depths of each person. Certainly in those conditions, an accordant work, as a complete harmonious unit in the internal life of people, does not exist. The humanoid, in regards to his internal state, is a psychological multiplicity, a sum of eyes. The learned ignoramuses of this tenebrous era pay homage to the eye. They defy it. They place it on altars. They name it alter ego, superior I, divine I, etc. The know-it-alls of this dark age in which we live do not want to realize that the superior I, or the inferior I, are two sections of the same pluralized ego. Indeed, the humanoid does not have a permanent I, but instead he has a multitude of different infrahuman and absurd eyes. The wretched intellectual animal mistakenly called a human being is similar to a house in disorder, where instead of one lord, many servants exist who always want to command and to perform their own whims. The greatest error of cheap pseudo-esotericism and pseudo-occultism is to assume that others possess, or that one has, a permanent and immutable I, without a beginning and an end. If, for at least one instant, those who think in the way previously described were to awaken consciousness, they would then clearly see for themselves that the rational humanoid is never the same one through a long period of time. Thus, from a psychological point of view, the intellectual mammal is continuously changing. To think that a person named Louis is always Louis is like a joke made in very bad taste. That subject called Louis has other eyes, other egos in himself, who, in different moments, express themselves through his personality. Therefore, even if Louis does not like covetousness, another I within him, let's call him Peter, likes covetousness, and so on. No person is the same in a continuous manner. Indeed, one does not have to be a sage in order to fully realize the innumerable changes and contradictions of each individual. Therefore, to assume that someone possesses a permanent and immutable I is equivalent to committing an abuse against our fellow men and against oneself. Thus, many people, many I's, live inside each person. Any awakened or conscious person can, in a direct way, verify this for himself.